Hi everybody, PJ here, and today's video is something completely different. Yeah, we're doing something completely different in this video. I've been invited to a construction site, and it's going to be a weekly video. I'm hoping that I'm going to put out every Saturday, whereas I go and visit this construction site. They're building 3 or 4 warehouses. They're doing 3 at the moment, but they've got 4 to build. They're going to be done by the middle of March next year. And I've been invited to keep coming down and videoing the whole process. Now, this first video is where they've just completed the groundworks, and they're waiting for the steel erectors to come next week. So I'm going to go back next week and watch them offloading the steel from the vehicles and start erecting the steel and get talking to some of the steel erectors and things like that. And then as the job goes on, I'll be going back, watching them put the cladding up and all the rest of it. So I'm hoping it's going to be like a TV series, you know, a blockbuster TV series. I hope you all enjoy it. I've certainly enjoyed making this video, and the chap that's taking me around is absolutely brilliant. He actually come out of his way to invite me onto the site so I could do all this. So let's crack on. Let's run that intro. Let's run that intro and let's get on with it. And I hope you enjoy. Excuse the hard hat today. I'm on a building site, and it's one where I took some video of some plant the other day, and I'm on here with Simon, who's taking me a walk around the site. Says he's not going to talk, but I'm sure I can get him to say something. I'm sure I can get him to tell me a little bit. So we're having a walk around the site. We're going to find out what they're doing. I know they're building warehouses, and we're going to have a look at some nice machinery, hopefully.
This warehouse, it's exactly the same as that one.
Right.
That number 9 is the same as that one.
Right.
Yeah. This is the service yard, got lorries.
Oh right, so it's going to be like a big turning yard and things.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, doke. And what they're doing at the moment, it looks like they're putting curbs in.
Yeah, they're going to bring a bulldozer in on Monday to get all these levels.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
Steel's coming Monday for that one, 9, 10, 11.
So you have a surveyor come along and...
Yeah. Well, Edler's a surveyor as well, he can do it on site as well.
Oh, is he?
Browns have got their own engineer as well.
Right, yeah. Okay, doke. Right, that's lovely. Yeah. Right, let's go and have a look at this wonderful machine over here. Right, so we've got a small 360 here at the moment.
I believe it's an 8-tonner.
It's an 8-tonner?
Yeah.
Now 8-tonner, does that mean it'll lift 8 tonne or
no,
it weighs 8 tons?
It weighs 8 tons.
Weighs 8 tons, so it's flatten your toes if it goes over the top. And we've got an attachment on there for lifting the curbstones.
It is, yeah.
So it's not manual lifting. We lift it, or they lift, not me. I don't bloody do it. They lift it with the attachment on the end of the arm there, and then it looks like they're working at this end at the moment. And they plonk it down there and get it all lined up. Who's responsible for putting the line on and everything?
That's the site engineer.
That's the site engineer that does that.
Yeah. That's all done through satellite.
Right, so it's put on via satellites, and the height and everything else as well through satellites.
Yeah. Distance, heights, everything. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, technology's marvellous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really is. Okay, though. And all this is going to be what? It'll not be tarmac, because tarmac will get ripped up. It'll be concrete.
Concrete, yeah.
Yeah, tarmac will get ripped up by the lorries. I mean, look at it at the moment, it's quite a bit of slopdosh about, as we used to call it as kids. We used to call it slopdosh.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah, and then we've got all the wire mesh in here, which will go underneath the concrete, I'm assuming, on the base.
That's the one, yeah, just one layer.
Just one layer, just to make that concrete that little bit stronger. And then we've got a 9-ton tipper here. Let's go and have a look at this.
That doesn't carry, that weighs 9 tonne.
Yeah. What's this carry then?
I think it's about 4 tonne.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's still enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching them filling it the other day, and they're great fun to drive.
They are when it's dry.
When it's dry.
Warm. Yeah.
Yeah, when it's let's have a walk around it. When it's windy and raining and everything else.
And bumpy. It's not
bumpy.
Fun at all. No fun at all.
Yeah, it can soon bugger your back and your kidneys up, can't it?
It does, yeah. My ex-father-in-law, he had a spell on one and it knackered his back up for a bit, yeah.
Yeah. But they're all the same. If you're on any kind of machine that goes over ground and it bounces around a lot.
It's that.
Yeah, it's that bouncing, and
it is,
it damages the bottom of your spine, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, yeah. And then we've got over there, we've got another small 360.
That's another 8-tonner, I believe.
Another 8-tonner, and what are they doing over there?
It's a ducting, I believe. They've just put the ducting in for the lights.
Right.
There's one yard light, and I believe there's another ducting.
Right.
Yeah, I weren't here yesterday, so I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Down in Mansfield.
Can we have a walk over and have a look?
Walk over there, yeah.
So
service yard ends here, then it's all landscaped all around that side then.
right,
yeah.
Okay doke. Yeah. And this bit where it changes colour, this is where the actual building's going to be, I'm
That's
assuming.
the one, yeah, there's just a little metre path all the way around.
Yeah.
From this point here, and down that side.
Right.
Yeah, you'll see. Just watch this wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be.
Yeah, it makes holes in your feet if you catch the top of your foot with it.
So one of these, there'll be an entrance. That looks like that's a fire door where the little bolts there.
Right.
And I think in them 2 bolts there, that's the entrance way.
Right.
And then another entrance there. There'll be two.
Because was it last week or the week before? I can't remember now. They all melt into one another. I went up to the next place, and they've got the auger that drills the holes to put this concrete in. So they drill it. Yeah. And as they're pulling it out, they pour the concrete in, don't they?
Well, yeah. There's that way, or this way. It with the stone.
Right.
You know, this sort of stone.
Right.
Like that, just clean 75mm. They fill that in. Then they vibrated it in as well.
Right.
Yeah. So there's various ways of doing it.
So down under here, how far does that steel go?
There's not that steel. That only goes down that.
Yeah.
But the stone for the bases, the piles went down 3 metres.
Went down 3 metres. Yeah. All right. Okay. -do. Yeah, because that's a much bigger building than this one that you're building.
So in that base there, there were 6 piles in that area.
All right.
And so many. There'd be 2 piles in that strip footing.
Right.
All the way over there, there's piles as well.
For putting these steel uprights
to keep the weight of the building.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want the soil to sag, especially if it starts getting a lot of rain and things.
When we've been doing these big interceptors tank, we've not got down to virgin ground.
Right.
You'll see in a minute if you've got open excavation.
Yeah, because
it's old pit.
I'm going to say this used to be old pit, didn't
I think
it?
the pit were over there, weren't it, the workings?
I don't know, I'm not from this area.
I think this is the slag area.
Right. Yeah, I know at Orgreave they cleared the whole pit tip off and built an industrial estate and houses on it.
Yeah.
So where are you from?
Me, originally from Bolsover.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, now I live at Halifax.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're not far from me then. I was at work, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm at work, so. Yeah. Right, let's have a walk
I've just gone
over.
past my old house to go down to Mansfield to come back up here.
All right. Have you got another site at Mansfield then?
We've just done a Costa and Greg's. Yeah, drive-throughs. Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing that at workshop. They're doing Dunkin' Donuts and various things.
We've got some of them as well. All right, we've got doing a Greg's in Newport, Wales.
Yeah, they started off in Newcastle, didn't they, Greg's?
Yeah, we've got quite a few.
Yeah.
We're doing a Costa up at Denham Main. Down at Denham Main, should I say? Down, innit? Down.
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
I'm just a bit whirlwind, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a bit lost on north, south, east and west
I've just
at the
had to
moment.
put some grills on a bin store. So yesterday I did nearly 400 miles up and down the country getting these grills.
All right.
Yeah. So I'll be all right. Need some caffeine.
So we've caught them at snap time, have we?
Yeah, they have their snap at 1 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is where the ducting's going in, is it?
Yeah. We've got services coming into the building where the footings are over here.
Right.
Gas, electric and water.
I see you've already got the water in.
Yeah. Don't soak away on this old pit site.
No.
It just stops.
So what you're going to have to do, pump it?
We'll pump that out, yeah.
Right.
Well, the footings are lower there to allow the ductings to come through.
Right.
The services.
Right, okay doke.
It is ducting because that's a ducting box.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ducting.
Yeah, it's not one that takes weight, that
No,
is it?
no. So these are their offices at this end, like them offices there.
Right.
Offices at this end. So these are all the wastes and toilets.
Toilets and things. Right. It's hard to picture it when you see it like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unless you've seen the plans and you know what's going off. But yeah, it's.
You'll have to come back next week, won't you? And with shots with steel going up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Keep coming.
Oh, I'll be coming down because there's quite a few places around here I want to go to. So,
This should have started last week. Then they said it was going to be this week. Now they're saying it's next week.
And you're going to tell me shortage of steel?
No.
You can't get deliveries?
They actually forgot to order the steel fabricators.
Right.
I've never heard that one before. So it's this and 10 and 11 all going up at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
So how long till completion on this then?
The total job?
Yeah, well, this one.
Steel. Well, so it all finishes in next March.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. It's windy here, so you can have a cold winter here, mate.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. It is where it is.
Yeah.
Right, well,
Trot on to the next one on the other side. So this is where all the poop and stuff goes.
This is offices at this end again.
Right.
Yeah, so this is foul drains. The reason why they've cut this back here is to make it safe, because you can't have more than a metre for your crush zone in a trench without support. So they take it back like that, so it's working safe.
Right.
That's why they've done that. At Manhole nowadays, they come pre-formed, the benches.
Oh right.
Yeah. So it saves on doing that, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
You can order them what you want.
Yeah, because before they were all concrete in the bottom, weren't they?
Yeah. Sometimes you have to do it, but if you can, it's time. It saves a lot of time, doesn't it? So that's that. We can't finish the foul drain because the foul connection's under our cabins. So that's going to be the last thing. All foul's under there. Connection. Yeah. So that'll be the last job, whereas cabins are.
Yeah. I saw them the other day. They were fetching all the muck from over there and piling it over here.
Yeah.
Is this just a bit of a storage place for the time being, or has it got to be built up?
No, there's a big interceptor tank there that takes the rainwater and it pushes it into that dike.
Right.
It goes into the balancing pond, so all the surface water goes into that and off. The foul goes into foul drain, which runs down other side things.
So that's fresh water that's going in there, rainwater and things.
Car park finishes about here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a pin there. Yeah, here. This is the car park this side.
Right.
This is all going to be landscaped area, that's why we've left this here.
Right. And you want it higher, obviously, so the rainwater runs downhill.
See that red tape on
the
pin? That's the car park level.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, up here. So that won't look as high when we're finished.
Right. So who does all the landscaping? Is that you or is that another contractor?
We'll leave it formatted.
Yeah.
Information, and then we'll get landscape gardens in. Yeah.
Right. Is that same company or is that a subby?
Yeah.
I'm not into gardening either.
No. So this lad on this is a 22-ton machine.
Right.
So he's peeling it back into. That's the pin where it's got to be peeled back to.
That's a what, sorry?
That pin there where the fence, you know that HV fencing, that green fencing?
Yeah.
That's what we've got to peel it back to.
Right.
So he's on with that.
So that's where the fence is going to be then, is it?
Yeah.
All right.
That's where the fence is going to go.
And is this this trench for the fencing and concrete and stuff?
Outside. So that's got to be brought back into us and got rid of.
Right.
Yeah.
And this trench, that's where are they digging this out to put the fencing in and footpath and things like that?
Yeah.
Of course, obviously you're going to have a curb and all sorts of things.
No, this is all landscape. It's just a fence.
Oh right, it's just going to be a fence.
He'll chamfer that back then.
Right.
Yeah. That's it.
I used to love driving them things.
Yeah. It is when you.
When weather's nice, yeah, I know.
The trouble is, you start putting that on, you get don't you?
Well, what can I say? I was a driving instructor, mate. So, yeah, like you say, you drive them and you end up putting weight on, and
you get a bit lethargic, don't you? And it's like
and then somebody gives you a shovel and you think, oh, I don't want that.
Yeah, it's like Yeah.
Right. So this, we're studying the garden.
Garden, that's the one.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to put chairs and tables and make it somewhere a bit nice so they can have the break and things.
You never know, do you? Sometimes,
You don't.
Sometimes you do an area like that. You never know.
I think it depends on the company, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This across the other side of the fence, massive, isn't it? This recycling plant.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out what those big silos were at the end, and apparently it's where they mosh all the waste down and get gas out of it.
Right. So it's a smell then. It's smelling all the time.
So once again they're pulling it back from the fence, and that's the dike where the water's going to run.
All the surface water off all jobs goes into this dike. Well, this side goes into this dike, and then that pond there, it fills up and it trickles away naturally, rather than flooding everything. You know, nowadays,
Yeah, I noticed there's like a pond down there.
Rather than overflowing all the drains, it just, they call it balancing it. It'll fill up and goes down slowly.
Goes down, yeah. Hopefully. Yeah, do you remember Sheffield?
I do, yeah. 2005, was it?
Yeah, I was out there when it all happened. I was driving an Arctic out and the water was coming to the bottom of the windscreen in the tractor unit.
I was working at the old gaffer's pub in Middle Hanley.
Right.
Just beside Chesterfield, and it took me 3 hours to get home.
Yeah.
In Halifax, nightmare.
I had to go home with lorry because I couldn't get my car out. It was on a piece of high ground and it was surrounded by water that were like 8 to 10 foot deep.
That dam, weren't it? Going to burst, weren't it?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Right, so here then, this is the, oh hang on a minute, try and get my gimbal to work. So this here then is the edge of the building. Once again, the drains for the toilets and things. Yeah,
there's disabled toilets just at this end. Offices. This is a smaller office.
Right.
It's a smaller unit, number 10. So they have the disabled toilets outside here.
Do you have any idea who's taking these units?
I've not a clue at the minute. No.
They probably won't get anybody in them until.
I think they've had people looking round. The client has, but I'm not sure whether anything's been taken or not yet.
And once again, there's not just the steel plates here to bolt the uprights on, but there's several boreholes in here full of concrete in these.
These are bigger bases because it's called firewall for some reason, and it stops everything fire protection. It's weight, wind, so all this is stopping wind. It's all been calculated. That's why these are bigger bases.
Right. Yeah, because it's a bit more sheltered on that side, isn't it? And then we've got some more machines here.
Another 22er, this one.
Another 22 ton.
Yeah.
And we've got a dumper truck. What's that that's at the side of it?
Roller, ride-on roller.
Oh, is that some ride-on rollers? I can't see from it. I ain't got my glasses on.
So this is the dividing wall between 2 units.
Right.
So this is 10 unit and that's 11 unit. Yeah, I'm not going to jump across that one. That's too wide for me. Yeah, my knees.
Got little legs?
No, I'm just that age, innit? Knackered. Working all your life.
Yeah, tell me all about it, mate.
So it's all backfilled, unfortunately, this interceptor.
They're all what, sorry?
This is big hole here. It would have been a nice shot.
Right.
Yeah.
There was a big hole.
For the interceptor, where all the surface water goes in.
Right.
It collects all the bad stuff.
Right.
Before it goes into the wall, into the dike. All the sediments and oil and stuff like that.
Right.
If any oil spills on service yards from lorries, that settles, or keeps above, and the water comes out underneath because oil always
floats,
doesn't it?
So how's that cleared off then eventually?
There's a monitor which will be coupled back into unit.
Right.
Bleeps. You can see a monitor over there. See them two black curls. There's a solar panel. That's the monitor for their interceptor.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah. The control panel and that.
Right. All right.
So
and then
it fills up the oil or sediments and stuff.
And then they have to clean it out.
Yeah,
pump it out. And what happens to that? Any idea?
That'll get took to some recycling place, hopefully.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, though. Hopefully.
Yes.
Yeah. It's all marvellous stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. There's not really a deal happening on 12 at the minute.
There's what, sorry?
There's not a deal happening on 12.
On
at the
12
minute,
on the next one.
Yeah.
But you expected it all to be done for when did you say March?
March. Middle of March, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. Right, all I've got to do now is wait while they finish the lunch and see if I can get a bit of video at machines running, and then we're cooking on gas, I think. Time is it?
20 past 1, another 10 minutes, I think, yeah.
Another 10 minutes?
Yeah.
So what time do they start and finish here then?
They start at 7:30 and finish at 5.
Right. Is that 5 days a week?
They've been working Saturday mornings at the minute. Yeah.
Voluntary or?
Well, I think Chris has told them they're working Saturday mornings.
Right, so they've been volunteered?
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Same as in
we used to get that in
forces, yeah.
I want 3 volunteers, you and you.
And if you don't put your hand up, they'll find you.
Yeah, you volunteered anyway.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
So you might as well put your hand up first, every time. And then they'll say, no, you did it last few times then.
Yeah, sometimes they do that.
Yeah.
And they don't always do that.
A month early.
So this steel?
Steel is for the floor in the offices.
It's for the what, sorry?
The first floor.
Oh right, okay.
So that's early, that one.
Right. Is it galvanised or is it
galvanised? Galvanised steel. Then they put it down and the concrete on top of it.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah.
And now I don't really know a lot about galvanised steel. I take it that the galvanising makes it rust proof.
It does, yes, to a certain extent. Yeah.
And it makes them. How can I put, resistant to concrete and things like that.
Corrosion,
because concrete can be quite corrosive, can't it?
This is so the concrete all sticks to it.
The
ridges.
Yeah. But concrete can be very corrosive, can't it?
Yeah.
Which you know if you get any on your bloody hands. Yeah. And it's come early. Yeah, it's come very early, hasn't it?
Yeah, we haven't even got steel frame up yet. Yeah.
I'm just going to say you've not got steel up yet. So when do steel erectors get here
like
then?
I say,
next week?
Next Monday, yeah. That one and this one and this one, yeah.
Are you going to be ready for them?
Well, we're ready, yeah.
You ready now?
Yeah.
Right, so you're just doing like tidy up jobs until they arrive?
No, this has got to be done for all these services, and fouls and surface water. Yeah.
And who have we got here?
That's Lucas.
Hiya, Lucas.
Yeah.
He's the man with the old...
He's the GPS.
Do they still call them theodolites?
No.
It's a what, sorry?
Total station or
I can't hear you, mate. Hang on a sec.
Total station.
A total station?
Yeah, basically doing everything.
Yeah.
Right. GPS?
Not this one.
Not this one.
There are some certain one actually with the GPSs. You put an antenna on the top of the prism and they can connect it.
Right.
But not that one.
So what you do, you measure and plot exactly where you are, and then you do the same with the guy with the stick stood there.
Well, yeah, using basically trigonometry, actually, you can locate exact
it's
position
using big swear words there, isn't it? Trigonometry.
Trigonometry, yeah.
Yeah, I used to hate trigonometry.
So, yeah.
Clever stuff, innit? Yeah.
It is, yeah.
The other lies before, that was a little bit simpler. Basically, you're just measuring the angles, vertical, horizontal, and then you have to measure distance yourself.
Right.
But
this does it all.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So it measures the angle and the distance.
Everything.
Everything.
Offsets.
I hope it don't measure how much money I've got in bank. What about you?
No, not for that.
It's simple right now. Even don't have to use any calculations like before. Just everything is
Yeah. So what do you do? Feed that into a computer?
It depends. Yeah, information you're getting from the architect, and then you're actually importing into the total station and then setting out from there, or you're putting in information yourself.
Right. So how do you figure where to put it?
Well, you cannot see. There's into that pogo stick.
Right.
You got a controller.
Right.
The controller and into the equipment, you can actually use either SD card or the USB. It depends what you want to use it.
Right.
And importing like AutoCAD for DXF. Actually, Leica is taking DXF, not the DWG. So AutoCAD drawings or just normal points, like a text file with the coordinates.
I don't like AutoCAD either.
I love it.
You love it?
It's perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best.
It's alright when you start getting your head round it a bit.
We have got some plans. We've got coordinates on northings and southings and eastings and westerns.
Yeah.
But obviously we don't need them, do we?
Yeah. but it's easy on this job because architect already orientated everything in AutoCAD, so it's just literally just dropping in equipment and that's it.
It's getting paid for now, look.
Well, I didn't say that.
You have to do some training to get there, though, haven't you? That's it.
Yeah, you still need to have a little bit knowledge, but it's not complicated equipment.
Yeah.
It's easy to use, but you need to know how to actually and what to use it as information. Yeah.
Okay. Then. Right. Thanks for your time.
All right.
Well, that's the end of this week's episode of How to Build a Warehouse. I'm going to have to come up with a decent name, I think. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're building warehouses. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. The next episode will be out next Saturday. So stand by your beds, get ready, and book the series in on YouTube. You'll know when it's coming. All right. So anyway, please enjoy this video, and it's the first of I don't know how many it's going to take me to complete. But I'm just going to keep going and going and going while, as long as they're building, and as long as I keep getting invited, and as long as there's something interesting to see, I shall keep going. Okay, now. So please remember, please share, please subscribe, and hopefully, and enjoy it, of course, and hopefully I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye, everybody. See you soon. Oh, and I'm doing a live stream again tomorrow. Okay, bye, everybody. See you soon. Bye.